Hey, it's Kary, and it's pretty quiet. If you can see me, it's Saturday morning. If you can hear me, welcome. The birds are chirping, and nobody's up. In fact, nobody in my house is up. And I wanted to share today the secret to getting a workout routine. Because look, we can use all the excuses in the world. I can say, well, I got 3 kids, and it's a Saturday morning, and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? For years and years and years, in fact, there's probably a 8-year span where I just didn't work out. It was probably between the ages of, I don't know, 19, actually probably 19 and, I don't know, 25, let's just say that. Whatever, you can use excuses. I used excuses. I said I'm young, I'm married, well, not at 19, but probably at 24. And I just kept kind of using excuses. And then one day I changed my identity. I'll tell you what that means. I began to say, you know what? I am a runner, or I am a cyclist, or I am a workout dude, whatever. And the point is this, I began to change my identity first. And then once I woke up and said, well, what do workout dudes do? They work out. What do cyclists do? They cycle. What do runners do? They run. And so that was the first thing that needed to change, because up until then I said I'm not one of those people. In other words, we all have this thing in our head, that these categories, and we say, well, I'm not a runner. I mean, I might run, but I'm not a runner. And we kind of make these mental shifts with our identity. What do tigers do? They do what tigers do, right? What do lions do? They do what lions do. What do runners do? They do what runners do. So the first secret I want to encourage you to do, I'm just going to give you some quick secrets. The first secret is change your identity. Begin to embrace the fact that, you know what, you are a runner, you are a cyclist, this type of thing. The second thing I do is I lay everything out right by my bed. So if I'm going to cycle in the morning, I have a stationary bike right now because it's winter. It's April here, but it just snowed. If you look behind me, it's crazy. And that's another excuse. Some people say, well, it snowed last night, so I was going to run outside, but now I can't. Look, we will find excuses as human beings. We will absolutely seek out excuses to justify our laziness. But what I did is I tied it to a big why. I said, you know what? My dad had a heart attack at 41. I'm 41. And so I just realized that, you know what? Healthiness is just part of my life. And by the way, I feel better when I work out. Those endorphins are God-given, right? Those are things that help each one of us out. So I get the endorphin kick. I get the hustle that I want. High performers perform. You fuel your body right. You don't have sugar crashes, right? Or sugar rushes, carb crashes, caffeine fixes. Those things will kill you. That's like drinking sand, It's like putting sand in your fuel tank in your vehicle. You got to run. You got to perform high, and part of that is exercising. So what I do is right outside my bed, I'm quiet. All the kids' doors are shut, and then I basically just grab my socks. This is pretty funny. I grab my bike shorts. If I'm biking, I grab my socks. Whatever I'm doing, I put all the equipment out. I have my Apple Watch where it's all charged. I have everything ready to go. And then I hit it. I get up and I just, without even thinking, sometimes I'm still asleep mentally, but I don't sit there and check my computer first and blah, blah, blah. I have these little earphones. I have an audiobook. I'm super excited, to jump on my audiobook, feed my brain, feed my body, and before anybody's even up, get done, and then fully engage. So I just want to challenge you. Health might be this thing that jumpstarts everything else in your life, your business, your body. When you get disciplined in one area, that discipline becomes contagious. And then it's so much easier to, build relationships with clients or build the business because you are already becoming a high performer in one area. So this is Kary Oberbrunner, Be a Soul on Fire. If you're watching this, I'm starting to do daily videos, believe it or not, because I've been making excuses. I'll share more about that in upcoming episodes, but this is a commitment to give out more value, to not try to be perfect and say, my hair is perfect. It's cool when you're bald, you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, I'm gonna just start creating more content for you guys. So if you want to be inspired daily, that is my goal. Actually, not inspired. My goal is to ignite. I believe there's a big difference. We'll do that video sometime too. But my goal is to ignite you on a daily basis. And so subscribe if you can do that. Share, tag it. Rarely am I ever gonna share, products and services. Why? Because I just want to give. Once in a while, I might mention, hey, if you want more information and grow deeper, check out this resource. My goal is to serve you, care, be ignited. See ya.